It is natural that when the unforeseen happens we are far more likely to react in a negative way. However, this need not be so. The book reveals ways to achieve your goal harmoniously and diligently. The following are some pointers that will be most helpful. 1. When things go wrong, do not overreact. Think positively and calmly. 2. Do not be overjudgmental and overcritical. 3. Try not to ignore a bad situation, beware of the comfort zone. 4. Wisdom and strength alone can help you overcome much of life's imminent problems. 5. Tackle problems head-on. 6. Avoid greed and conceit of any kind. There is a business ethics and a businessman should practice this ethics. Those who are strictly honest and truthful will flourish in business. Let us once again consider art as an example to highlight what has been discussed thus far. As we all know, we have innate powers. Within each and every one of us lies the storehouse of latent energy bursting to be awakened. Let us assume that you have the creative power, and that being an artist, for example, you can virtually paint and draw any subject or theme. Fair enough, it is obvious that you have considerable talent, as not all artists have this ability. Since you are aware of this, you may assume that because your artwork is good, it has good potential to be sold. True, but let us consider all factors that need to be taken into account a step at a time. 1. You may be a very good artist, but if your work does not get noticed and appreciated, it is of no real benefit. It is important therefore that your work gets noticed through maximum exposure, and the way to do this is get your name established. This requires that you contact the right sources and approach artists who have been through the same learning curve as it were to reach the path of prosperity. You must take into consideration competition that may exist in your chosen field. You must prepare a good foundation. This can be done using the information within the pages of this book. 2. Your artwork may be exceptionally beautiful, but without understanding the dynamics of the marketplace, your work may not blossom. 3. From your personal perspective, your work may seem to have great potential. However, it is relevant to appreciate the views of the general public, in other words, your potential buyers. Do not get into the rut that most do, hearing what we want to hear. This is a type of preconditioning that can bring untold misery. 4. You must look into other areas to develop your potential. Expand on subject category, theme, use of various different types of media, e.g. acrylics, oils, mixed media, etc., deciding on how to promote your work. You may even want to sell originals or reproduce prints perhaps. The possibilities are endless. The question is how determined you are in your quest to succeed. The psychology of success depends on number of factors, but the one I believe that is most vital is self-belief. Most people never get the first stage of success because they lack this characteristic, which is essential. Such conditioning often stems from your personal experiences, but the causative factor is environment, which has already been discussed. Though it is good to be cautious about anything that you do in life, it is equally essential that you do not get tangled into the technicalities of the process, but rather focus on the benefits and the ultimate reward that it yields. Dedicate your goal to achieving success by implementing the 5 cardinal words beginning with the letter D to your success, namely devotion, discrimination, discipline, determination and duty. There is no harm in raising questions regarding proposals that come your way or even business opportunities you intend pursuing. So long as these questions afford all the answers and that you decide to follow through considering all the factors, then it is all well and good. However, when your questions defeat the very purpose of your inquiry, then it becomes a vicious cycle. Why, what, where, when, who are words that we often use to ascertain information about everything in life, including business ventures, thus giving rise to questions. The question with the word why is a necessity, for it will help us draw a perfect conclusion and help us overcome doubts. The problem with this is that if you are not clear about your goals, then the very question why you wish to even pursue the venture becomes meaningless. What you must consider are probable long-term goals, benefits, and how your first step to wealth and success will enable you to enjoy greater heights.